You keep asking over and over, am I enough? That quiet question clings to your thoughts in the early morning, and it lingers on your tongue late at night. There's a persistent ache as you compare yourself with others, measuring, weighing, wondering if what you bring, who you are, is sufficient for what waits ahead. Let me answer you, plainly and plainly again. Yes, you are enough. More than enough.
It is not just a matter of calling. I do not call you and leave you empty-handed, adrift on the sea of your own inadequacies. No, I equip you. From the very beginning, I have planted in you resilience, strength, creativity, tenderness, and hope, like seeds nested deep in the soil of your spirit. You may not always feel it. There are days when weariness wraps around your bones, days you stumble, facing storms that seem unending. Yet look at you. Every blow that tried to break you, that threatened to shatter something vital within you, has not succeeded. The things you thought would destroy you, they didn't. Perhaps for a time you felt bent, even lost, but you survived. The light never quite went out. You are still here, still standing, still believing, even when belief feels small, still reaching out, still hoping for something beyond the pain or the pressure of today. Don't underestimate what I have placed within you. Don't look down on the gifts I've given, the resilience that wakes you after restless nights, the hope that flickers back to life with the dawn, the kindness you offer to others, even when your own heart feels empty. You have been trained by trials. The days of disappointment, the nights of grief, every circumstance that left you doubting, they were not wasted. Each hardship made you sturdier. Each heartbreak taught you how to remain tender in a world that sometimes feels cold. That is strength, not the kind that crushes, but the kind that endures and emerges even more compassionate. You have been refined by fire. As gold purified in flame, so too have you been made more beautiful, more genuine, as you walked through testing seasons. It has burned away what you used to cling to, fears, masks, the need to please everyone. In their place has grown clarity, conviction, and a gentleness that cannot be faked. Consider who you are, not just in deeds, but in becoming. You are not the same person you were last year. Look back. See how far you've come. Mistakes have been your teachers, setbacks your silent allies in building persistence. Every act of forgiveness, toward others, toward yourself, has trained your heart in ways that comfort and heal, not only you, but the people around you. You've grown. Even in seasons where all you could do was survive, beneath the surface, you were being strengthened, your roots sinking deeper than you realized. There was transformation in the silent places of your life, the unglamorous, uncelebrated moments where you chose hope instead of despair, where you took one more step when you thought you could not go on. And I see it. I really see it. I celebrate that resolve, even when it feels overlooked by the world. You may discount small victories, getting out of bed, reaching out for help, showing kindness when bitterness would have been easier. But there is nothing small about the courage it takes to simply keep going. There is nothing accidental about your journey or what you have overcome. Every experience, both joy and sorrow, has been woven together to shape the strength you carry now. The passion, the gifts, even the scars. These are markers of someone who has lived, who has wrestled with disappointment and continued to love, who has chosen to forgive, to rebuild, instead of remaining stuck in the past. You wonder if the capacity is within you, to dream, to endure, to step into the next season of your life. The answer is yes, not because you must have it all figured out, but because strength is not measured by perfection. It is measured in willingness to try, to show up, to offer your best, even when your best feels inadequate. The resilience within you is not a myth. It is proven and true. It is reflected in the ways you have put yourself back together after heartbreak, in the laughter that bubbles up even on heavy days, in the hope that refuses to be silenced. You stand now, perhaps uncertain, perhaps tired, but undeniably transformed. You are not what you were before. With each challenge, you have become more capable, not only of surviving, but of thriving, blessing,
encouraging others who walk difficult roads beside you. Let this truth settle into your bones. You have more than enough within you. What some would call weakness, I see as the soil of greatness. Your compassion, your vulnerability, your refusal to give up, these are not mistakes. They are your greatest strengths. You have been given the capacity to love beyond what you thought possible, to extend grace, to choose kindness over cynicism, to forgive when every instinct says to close off. When you feared you had nothing left to give, you still reached for hope, for faith, for meaning. That is the evidence of what lives in you. There will always be voices, inside and out, that tell you otherwise. Disappointment will try to convince you that you are broken beyond repair. Comparison will try to shrink your gifts, making you feel unremarkable. But the truth has already been spoken over you. You are enough for the calling, the purpose, the people in your life. Not because you are without flaws, but because you are equipped. The pain did not define you. It refined you. The losses did not end your story. They gave you new chapters to write. You have gained wisdom from defeat, humility from being wrong, and strength from being stretched beyond comfort. Remember, growth is not always obvious. Sometimes it is one slow inch at a time. Often it is happening where no one sees, where you choose to believe the best, where you open your heart to joy again, where you nurture patience, or where you face fear and keep moving. Today, stand a little taller. Let your story speak for itself. You are the living proof that healing is real, that resilience is possible. Do not be ashamed of the process. Do not believe the lie that struggle means weakness. Each scar is a testament, not only to pain endured, but to the power to rise. Who else could have walked through what you've walked through and still found the courage to shine? Who else could have carried those burdens and turned them into wisdom, compassion, and the fuel for new beginnings? Trust the work I have done in you. Trust the process. Trust that the strength, the capacity, the wisdom you need for whatever comes next is already there, waiting to be called upon. The storms ahead may require new measures of resilience, new depths of faith, but you will discover again and again that you are always enough. It is no accident you are here at this moment in your life. The readiness you doubted, the courage you questioned, have both been planted and cultivated. You don't have to strive or push to become worthy. You already are. Remember, each breath is a sign of progress. Each step is an act of hope. When you feel uncertain, remember what you have already overcome. When you wonder if you have what it takes, remember that the evidence is in the life you have built, the lives you have touched, the days you have endured. You are not alone in any of this. You have been seen, understood, lovingly guided through every season. Through the valley and the mountaintop, you have been accompanied. And never once were you lacking. Not once were you left to face the storms empty-handed. So, when the question comes, when doubt whispers and circumstances feel too big, settle it in your heart. Yes, you are enough. More than that, you are equipped for what is ahead. You are capable, cherished, and called. You are not who you were last year. With each lesson learned, each act of kindness, you have become more than you thought possible. Growth is not a straight line. Sometimes you take 2 steps back before hurtling forward. But keep moving, keep hoping, keep building on the foundation of resilience and love that has brought you this far. You are not defined by your lowest moments. You are not bound by your past mistakes. You are not limited by what others see or fail to see in you. You are equipped to persevere, to face uncertainty, to bring light to dark places. You are equipped to forgive, to begin again, to believe that your life matters, even in chapters that feel small or hidden. Remember this: I have given you what you need. Each day you draw on strength you forget you have. Each challenge uncovers a well of courage you didn't know was there. Celebrate what is true about you. Celebrate the tenderness that remains, even after pain. Celebrate the hope that grew in the cracks. Celebrate the story still unfolding, the chapters of resilience, the pages of growth, the sentences written in kindness. You are not the same. You have been shaped, grown, refined. and I see it all. I see the quiet victories and the silent battles. I see the tears and the laughter. The journey has not been wasted. Every lesson, every trial, every triumph makes you who you are, equipped, capable, and undeniably enough. So ask the question if you must, but know the answer is unchanging. Yes, always, yes.